this candle, I will light your way in darkness. With this ring, I ask you to be mine.
Wait, you don't understand. She's dead. Look. Hopscotch. Oh! No! No! Victoria!
Alright, so first of all, I don't even know where that accent came from. I'm starting off with the wig, which was fairly simple. I placed it on my mannequin head, gave it a side part instead of the middle one that it came with. Grabbed a few inches worth of the hair on the heavier side of the part and added some bangs, or I guess cut them rather, not really adding anything to this. These did flip back to their original placement, which simply means I need to straighten them to heat activate the plastic and kind of melt it a little bit together. Then add product to them to keep them in place, a hairspray, though I cut the lace off first. Continuing on. As for the makeup, I painted blue onto my face and realized quite quickly that it would be easier to map out where the hole in my cheek would go prior to putting all the blue down. It's hard to see, and originally I did it to the other side, but it wasn't accurate to the side that hers was on. But anyways, I digress. I did prime, by the way, just so that everybody knows. I painted around the quote-unquote hole and then all around my face, also blocking out my brows in the process. Once my face had a few coats of blue drying on it, I tried on the custom sleeve I made to see where it would come up to on my body. I did make 2 sleeves and sew them together, which you will see in a future video, but fortunately for me, it took the dye better than I anticipated and went too dark to match the body paint that I planned out. So I ended up just painting my other arm with the same color that I had used on my face. However, if my sleeve had worked, I would have used that instead. As you've already noticed, I went outside with this, so I wanted to make sure it would stay on. So I used an eyeshadow that matched it as best as possible to do that. Then it was onto the eyes, which look incredibly weird without brows, but bear with me, trust the process. For starters, as usual, I'm adding on a cream white base and blending that out with the warmth of my finger. For the crease, corner, and carried up and underneath, I'm using a medium teal tone. I'm blending that out with a blue just a little bit darker than the one I used to actually set my face. So we're using 3 different blues here. I guess teal kind of is like a greeny blue. Anyways. A small bit of eyeliner to hide the soon-to-be new lash line. And then the lashes, of course. For shading, I used the same blue I had blended the teal out with, but concentrated it instead of blending it out. I did that to my bust area, my nose bridge, my nostrils, and my cheekbones. Blending all of those out with the blues I actually used to set my face with once again, and then started on my brows, which I first tried to use as an eyeliner. And then realized halfway through shaping that a black water activated paint would be easier. The main focus on her eyebrows is to make them very thin, very structured, and have them carried up at the same point that the eyeshadows are, giving her that perpetually sad look. While I had the black paint going, I also did fill in the black cheek. Alongside the teal that I used on the eyes, blending around the hole, which sounds like a weird sentence, with the blue that I use on the eyes as well. The one that's just a little bit darker than the skin tone. So I had the teal blended out with the blue. And then the lips. Simply with a mauve pink, but I did use a brush to point out the corners just a little bit. My original idea was to make her little wormy friend coming out of her cheek, but because I couldn't bring him out of her eye, obviously, I didn't want to be half blind. And I thought I had made him light enough, but apparently I was wrong. Well, that was supposed to work, I guess. They did not have any wormy. So I instead just used him as a prop in the intro. Finally, the wig. Let's see this outside, shall we? As I was doing this in a location that wasn't my house, I wanted to do all the last minute touch-ups on location, which included painting both of my hands. And that's a wrap, guys. Anyways, I hope you liked this tutorial. I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, God. Oh. There's so much. Gotta take my arm off. Okay. What's underneath? Okay. All right.
Guys, you're gonna get incredibly loud.
Oh, that's fine.
See that fence? The tracks are right there.
Oh, fine. I wish I brought my shoes up there.
Welcome to the Sara Show.